And good morning, this is Shug with Popping Off at the Mouth with Shug and Tristan for Dummies. So, welcome to the second installment of Medium and the Beast. Dumb, desperate, and dirty. Or dumb, dirty, and desperate. Anyway, so let me finish the story, okay? So where I left off where, you know, he was proposing that I screw him and his girlfriend or his ex-girlfriend or whatever. I do want to address Sharice Dunham. The girl ain't, well, I don't know if she living there this week or we fell out this week, but she wasn't living there at the time, and she wasn't living there like the next week after when we kept talking. He just wanted her out because he wanted to start dating older women and, you know, older, more his age and whatever, all the other stuff that he said. He said he wanted to date more older, more mature women that had things going on with himself because he had been dating younger women due to the fact that his status in life wasn't where a lot of women his age thought it should be, so he felt like he needed to date somebody that was on his financial level. You know how guys in their ego is, and they like, well, you know, I gotta feel good about mine, you know what I'm saying, when really you should be trying to get up to your age level and then date accordingly, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, guess you gotta have somebody while you're getting there. So yeah, so she wasn't living in the house, Sharice. Okay, so second of all, she was like, and I'm so sorry for saying your whole name. I'll take it down after a while if you mad at me for saying your whole name. I'm sorry. I'm just reading it in my head like it is on Facebook. But anyway, okay, so he was like, yeah. So he went on for several days sending me text messages with she talking about it. And I was just like, no, I'm not doing that. And then I told him, you know, why I wasn't doing it. For one, I'm not no dyke. Second of all, I'm just like, you know, if I was going to do something like that, I have to do that with some people who's reputable, you know. Y'all don't have no letters behind y'all's name. You don't have no money in case you tell somebody for me to recoup my monies. None of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why would I do that? No, ma'am. So, you know, no, sir. So I kept on, you know, telling him no until he quit talking about it. So then, you know, we went on talking like we were before, like laughing, talking, or whatever. What is the second thing about? Okay, so later on, like that night, I go out on a date, right? That same night that he's like, that I just found the girl in the house or whatever. So I go on a date with this other dude, real cool, whatever, get drunk. Well, on the way out, he calls me, and I remember we all live within like 5 minutes of each other. So, well, me and him do, and then where I went was just right up the road. So I went over there to his house just to talk to him or whatever. Really, I wanted to fight him, but you know, like I said, I'm too old for that type of stuff. But when I got over there, he was like, "What's wrong with you? You drunk?" Da 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 da. And I was like, "Well, I'm not drunk. I'm tipsy or whatever." And he was like, "Oh, where you been?" And da da da. He got in my phone and stuff. I was like, "Really, dog? For real? Like, I know you ain't, and you just had coochie up in your bedspread this morning. Are you serious?" And he was like, "Nah, I ain't tripping with you. I just want to know where you went." I was like, "Okay." And so when he was reaching for my phone, like the second time after he said he wasn't tripping, like I grabbed him and I pushed his little button. Now remember, he like 175 pounds, 5'9". That it's no match. Like, I'm gonna kick your ass every time. So I had pushed him over the couch, and then I jumped on top of him over the couch or whatever. And the whole time I'm giggling, but really, like, every time I push, or every time my body come in contact, I'm feeling good. Like, I'm feeling like, like, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Just like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, I can't believe this mess. Even though he was not my man, I just can't believe this mess. Oh, Lord, I got to go back and get my charger. Anyway, so he was like, okay, I'm gonna put it on in here real quick. Okay. So anyway, he was like, well, so when I got on top of him in the car, when I got on top of him on the couch, like, then I got on him and I put like my knees in his shoulder blades or whatever, right? He was kind of looking like he was still playing, like playing me out, but he still was trying to figure out, is this nigga playing or is she for real? And then when I choked him, he was like, oh no, he pushed me off of him or whatever, right? And so he was like, well, I just like, you know, stuff can get, don't play with people. And so we ended up staying on one side of the couch or whatever. He was on his side, on my side, because I wasn't into him like that. And we just finished talking everything out or whatever. And I was just like, you know, this is some bull. Like, we really need to just be cool, because that kind of stuff can turn ugly real fast, and it almost got ugly this morning and, you know, tonight. He was like, was you serious this while ago? Like, because I kind of felt like when you choked me, you said, I was serious the whole time. Like, I pushed you to feel good. I snatched you up by your collar to feel good. I put my knees in your shoulder to feel good. That's just what, you know, I don't know. I know he wasn't my man. And then, hold on, let me run back and address Tristan for Dummies. First of all, when this nigga said I dress old, first of all, you have to consider the source, okay? He 29, finna be 30 in September, okay? He dates niggas who's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I don't dress like them. So, of course, he gonna think that I dress old. This Negro be having on... No, I'm not gonna say because he dresses nice. I'm gonna say that. He does dress nice. I've always dressed classically, okay? I've always dressed Michelle Obama-like. You know, I'm going to wear my separates and my knits, and I'm going to look St. John's Bay, and that's just what I'm going to do. And I think that's sexy. It goes with me when I let my hair done. It goes with me when I extend my vocabulary on people, and when people recognize my intelligence. That works for me. And he's used to nigga, what is Sharice call it, weedisha, folks smoking weed, wearing baby fat and Aeropostale and stuff like that, Aero and bullcorn like that. I don't do that. You know, that's just not me. So, you know, if he's saying I'm dressing, and then I say that with this turtleneck on, but if you saw the rest of this sweater's off the chain. Yeah, so Tristan, hee ha ha back to you, because that wasn't nothing funny. And I think he was saying it like as a nudging, like, because he would come with me when I went to the mall and stuff. He'd try to like pick out this and that, but he would pick out stuff that was in line with what I would wear, you know. But like I said, I ain't got no money, so I can't buy that, you know. And he didn't have no money, so he couldn't buy it. So we're going to have to work with what came from Texas with me, you know what I'm saying? And then he would buy, then there was some stuff he would pick out that was just like, I ain't feeling it. Like, if it was up to him, because my big booty that they like, I would be in freaking tights all daggone day, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, colorful tights and with a hat, you know, with a little painter hat or whatever them little hats are that people sit on the back of their head. I'd be looking like a female Wiz Khalifa with no tattoos. So I ain't with that. And he hated my natural hair. He was like, every time he saw my natural hair, he'd be like, and I was like, whatever. You know, he young in the head, just like Sharice said. So anyway, okay, so we go on this week, and this week I tortured this nigga. Like, I was like, you know, where you at? What you doing? Da 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 da. And he was like, why is you doing me like that? I said, because you got to go through that now to get back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to feel comfortable again. And he was like, all right. But this nigga started, and he had told me this on our first date. He was like, I will get ignorant, and it's like no button that will come out. And I'm talking about, he went from being sweet before I found out about old girl to just talking crazy. Like, he was just like, no, nigga, I'm getting off this MFing phone and da 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 da, all this stuff like this. And I'm like, well, MF, you get the MF off this phone, then I'm going to come over there and whoop your MFing ass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with walking over there, baby. I'll walk another way and climb the other fence where ain't no cameras. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it was just crazy. Like, just the way me and him was going back and forth, and he get mad, and he still would be calling all day, every day. He would call me all day, every day. And I was just like, okay, he likes me still. He's saying, Chelsea, I don't want to lose you. But then he's also like, he ain't got no patience with me. He ain't trying to deal with me the way I want to be dealing with him since he did his trickery. And I feel like when you do dirt, like when I did my fiance bad, I apologized to him. I cried behind that. I felt guilt and tried to make up to him for like 3 years. So it wasn't until last year when he just said, Chelsea, don't wear that burden no more, that I was done. You know what I'm saying? Done with all that. But niggas, they want to do you crazy. They want to slap the shit out of you and all this stuff and just say sorry and screw you the same night. They want to be sitting here talking about they like you and they gonna do plan C, and get all the plans right, Tristan. Plan A was that we just be like regular people do, sitting out here and dating and just screw whatever they want to. Plan B was him go screw somebody else and then just be my friend and date me. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't gonna screw him at first. And then plan C was to me and him sit for 60 days. We don't screw each other. We don't screw anyone else. We don't talk to anyone, and just figure out if we liked each other. And I knew from the beginning, let me tell you, okay, so one of our poppers said that I'm a racist, so I'm not racist. I just ain't into light-skinned men like that. It takes a lot for me to be into light-skinned men. And, you know, you can thank Tristan for Dummies for that. He was my first light-skinned dude he was the first person I ever talked to in my life anyway. But then he was light-skinned, and he, you know, he had a little air about himself, a little. You know, I'm gonna let it die, Tristan. But you know, Tristan gave me what y'all think light skinned niggas do, but I feel like now he's so much different. But I don't know. You know, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. Ever since then, every time I deal with some light skinned dude, it's always some crazy mess or some kind of like what do you call it? Some kind of like conceitedness or something, or talk, or some kind of popping off at the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Popping off at the mouth with Tristan. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it's always some kind of popping off at the mouth type of stuff going on. And you know, I just ain't into that stuff. Plus, I just don't feel. I don't feel all the way safe with a light skinned man. Like sometimes it depends. Like I dated one that was very manly, very family oriented, so I did feel safe with him. But for the most part, I don't feel safe with light skinned men. I just feel like they get slipped real quick or something, or like they'll punk out quick. I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. So anyway, the nigga was light skinned. He was 5'9", which is like what? Like I've never dated nobody no 5'9", for real. You know, like I might have kicked it with him, but dating no. He made like, oh shoot, I was trying to beat this woman to work so I could say I got here early. Anyway, no, I went, ooh Lord, I wasn't doing that. Anyway, so let me get out of here. But y'all see how fast it took me to get to work. So this is how fast we live around each other. Anyway, so he was just like, it just wasn't me. He was working like he didn't have no degree, and he had been working at restaurants as a waiter forever, and just got this job at the hospital. He's a dietary supervisor or whatever, making $13 an hour. I felt like he had goals because, you know, the things that he was talking about, you know, he's like, he just started late. He did everything late. He had been in the army once too, so that was a plus. But I just was like, nah, it's just too many, but then my friends, and I ain't gonna call out their, Facebook name, even though I didn't call out Sharice and Tristan, my sister friend and them, oh, no, talking about, you know, I need to, you know, stop being like that, you know, reduce some of my standards, you know what I'm saying, and you know, not just to be sorry about who I picked, but to be, you know, more lenient, more flexible with stuff, you know. So anyway, I can't do it. Like, if you ain't got no degree, that's the first turn off. Second of all, if you're not at least making what I'm making, I gotta, you know, I got stuff to do. I got a kid. You know what I'm saying? I got needs. When I go somewhere, I want to go somewhere. When it's Valentine's Day, I don't want no $5 basket, big ass basket. Oh, I meant to show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of that basket. I don't want that. You know, the one off the street, off the Mexican truck. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know. So it was all that wasn't even feeling me. Oh, I done forgot. Okay, so then, I'm gonna tell you another thing that had me throwing out. Okay, this is what pissed him off. This is why I feel like he's not calling me, even though we've gone on each other and said, don't call me, before, and it still happened. Okay, this is the deal. Okay, so Smedium is cool, but Smedium got a Smedium dingling, right? And I told him that he got Smedium dingling. He said he knows who he is, and he knows he ain't got no stupid dick, but he got, you know, what he makes whatever work the way he work. He said, oh, girls start crying, be crying when he do her. I was like, well, you know, at 22, I was crying too, you know, to make niggas, you know, feel like they was doing something, you know what I'm saying? But that's not gonna make me cry today at 33, ain't gonna do it. Anyway, so crying, that is so far. I just remember, like, when was the last time I cried? And now I've never cried for real, I've always cried for fake, so I don't know. And so she was like, wooga. This is some crazy mess. Anyway, so he was like, anyway, have y'all cried before? Ladies, have you cried? Please make the comment. So anyway, so the nigga was like, I had told him, okay, so one day I spent the night with him, and the first time I spent the night with him, when we got up in the morning, we brushed our teeth, he brushed his teeth, and when he spit out, it was red, but I thought it was the red chips that he had eaten, you know, the night before. And he, you know, like, after we got dressed, he's like, I know you saw that red in the sink. And I was like, yeah, I did. And I said, I thought that was from the chips last night. He was like, no, that's from, my gums bleed at night. And I was like, what? And I was looking like, okay. So then I finally looked at his teeth real good. And his teeth is, up. Like, not necessarily, like, I mean, I saw the gaps or whatever, you know, everybody ain't got, I ain't seeing my teeth jacked up too at the bottom, but I didn't see, like, the profound plaque buildup on top of the gums. I'm like, Lord, now we gotta look at niggas freaking mouth hard, you know, so we gotta get a telescope and get in their mouth and stuff like that. I was like, what else we got? That's why you ain't supposed to be having sex. That's why you ain't supposed to be doing all this stuff, because it's so much, until you get married, because there's so much stuff that's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, what's wrong with your teeth? He was like, I don't know. They said I need to get a strong cleaning, like the next level up from a regular cleaning. And I was like, yeah. And so, honey, Google is a powerful thing. I got to Googling and looking up that stuff. And I was like, okay, gums bleeding at night, that's gingivitis. You know what I'm saying? Of one of the many things that it could be, but it's probably gingivitis, okay? And I'm looking, I'm like, gingivitis? No, my nigga. And I had to make sure that stuff is not catchable. It's not I don't know. What is it called? I'm not susceptible to it, honey. I got a vocabulary. I might not got that word, but I got this word. I don't want to be susceptible to gingivitis. If I found out I wouldn't be. And I'm sitting there looking, I'm like, oh, hell no. And I said, that's why your breath be stank. You know what I'm saying? Because blood be stinking and stuff like that. You know, you got to brush your teeth several times a day because that blood probably sitting back, depositing in the back of your mouth and stuff, and it's stinking. Baby, after I seen that shit, I ain't fuck with him again. And he would make comments like, well, what's the problem? Like, why you don't want to kiss me? Now, I'll kiss you outside your lips. I'll kiss all down here and stuff like that. But me and you got to go to the doctor so we can talk about what's going on with these teeth and this blood and shit like that before. You don't fuck with niggas' blood in 2013. You don't fuck with motherfuckers' blood. So, you know, I had made a little comment or something, whatever, and I thank Sharice for telling me about Dr. Hepler here in Atlanta. So, I emailed him the information that I text messaged the information that she text messaged to me. And I was nice, and I told the nigga, I said, you know, I'll go with you for my routine cleaning, you know, just in case you nervous, because folks be nervous at the dentist, you know what I'm saying? This nigga didn't even respond to the shit, so I had made sure I said something to him again. Excuse me, did you get that text message or whatever? Because, you know, before I get like that with you again, I'm gonna need you to go to the doctor. He's like, nah, we can, but my insurance only got $1,000 a year. I was like, nigga, you can go get a cleaning for less than $1,000. You can go get this super duper cleaning that you need, you know, for less than $1,000. Now, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds like you don't want to go talking about, well, my ex-girlfriend, she loved me just for me. I said, well, I don't love you. You know what I'm saying? I don't love you like that. I don't mess with nobody's motherfucking blood in 2013. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So we dropped that, and I was like, as long as he cool with then that's what we're gonna do it to this nigga get up and go to Dr. Hepler or whoever else he want to go to. Talking about he had went to some little dentist in a strip mall. See, I don't do that. I did that one time in Dallas, and that messed me up. So anyway, so he was like, well, so that was the main thing. So yeah, Tristan, when he was saying stuff like, man, you be dressing old, I'd be like, your mouth is nasty as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He would get quiet, cause that's true. Your mouth is nasty. Like, okay, I dress older. I dress like I'm 38, 40 maybe, and I'm 33. Your breath stink every day. Like, if I come up to you, like, you will brush your teeth and an hour later your breath will stink. If I come up to you, there's a haze of funk around, like, your face parts. And I can smell it. And I know what it is. I know you brush your teeth and stuff, but it's just, you can't rid yourself of the smell because dry blood, old blood stinks. You know what I'm saying? So, what is this? So that was turning me off too, because, you know, I was like, what if this nigga get around my family and he come and then he go to get him a hug and then they smell what's all around what's in the globe around his, I mean, how would that go over? Because I know one of my aunties is eating that, eating that, so, that ain't gonna work. My mama talk about him to his face, so that ain't gonna work. And so I started, you know, feeling kind of crazy, but then you kind of like, dang, my coochie out there, so you want to hang on a little bit. I mean, I know I was stupid for even dealing with him still, Tristan. I do understand that. But I just don't like keep moving with different folks and stuff like that. And plus, I want to see if we could really be cool, be friends, because me and him really are cool, or was cool. But, yeah, so it was that, and then what else happened? Okay, it was his mouth and his breath. And then, that's it. I don't know. If I have to do a number 3, I will. But anyway, that's the story of Medium and the Beast. I basically ran him off in the end, because he didn't want to face the consequences and the monster that he created by doing that mess with that girl. She probably over there right now because the nigga is on vacation starting today. She probably right over there. I can look over there and see where I need to go if I want to find out, but I ain't gonna trip. Laid up, no job, crying over his little dick. So that I think I'm better than that. So I'm gonna go on and live to see another day. So I don't know what they say. Scope only cost a dime. You need it all the time. Your breath smells like turpentine fading away. All right, see y'all later. Bye.